What is up everyone, Prokhorovka here, and I think it's time for some World of Tanks. So I'm playing in my Object 140 on whatever this map is called. I can never remember the maps, but I know exactly what they look like. Prokhorovka. And when I first start off the match, what I always like to do is look at the team composition. What tanks do the enemy have, what I have to watch out for, and stuff like that. So in this match, there is a crap ton of TDs. There's two T-95s, an FV-183, a Jag Panzer, a T-123, and a T-124, and they also have a T-92. So I have to play somewhat cautiously at the beginning because I don't want to get wrecked by the Arty for all my health. I'm platooned with Nobby in the 140 and Lupos in his FV-4202. I initially come to this position to spot the guys that'll come up on that, or over across the railroad, and get some initial shots off. So I'm going to start pecking away at these guys a little bit, because if I look at my team comp, I see we only have one scout, an AMX 1375, and he's going up on the hill, so he's not going to be any use whatsoever in on this map, scouting middle, because I believe that on Prokhorovka, whoever or whichever team has better lights, as in like better spots, not actual light tanks, wins, because their team just is exposed almost all the time if you have competent scout players. And that is what my goal is in this replay, to be our team's competent scout player, because our scout is not competent. He's sitting up at G8, not Z8, G0, and he's just fighting it out with the heavies, so you know that's always nice and helpful. Scout tanks fighting with heavies. I bet he lives a long time. I'm trying to feather some shots up on the hill there, but unfortunately I'm not able to see any. Yeah, I was trying to go for their IS-7 because he's a pretty good player. He's actually almost their best player on the team. Now, the 140 is a little too short to shoot up on the hill. And after I see I have no shots up on the hill, I'm wondering what my next plan of attack is. So what I see happening on our mini-map now is that we have some TDs down at H2, a crap ton of things on top of the hill, an IS-3 camping, a tortoise on the other side of this road, me, Lupos, and an M103 right here. So I was thinking about moving over to the F line, but I wanted to stay over here a little bit longer to try to get some shots in on these guys. I miraculously penetrate one of my shells on the T-95, and Nobby takes him out. So what really pushed me to move over to the 1-2 line is I saw these TDs over there. And what I'm going to do first is get some shots off from across the map, but I see that the Borsigs are using the 150mm and shooting HE, so I'm not going to go back there ever again because they'll be able to shoot me. And our TDs won't really be able to spot for themselves because there's a lot of thick brush in between each of those struggling forces over there. So I'm going to head over and light for my team and hopefully get the enemy team killed quick. So I do a little crest up on that ridge there to see if there's anything else in the back. Lupos gets taken out by their IS-7. So now I'm going to get spotting. Let's see, there's the T-124. I'm not actually sure if I lit him or one of the TDs back there did. But nevertheless, I do get some good shots off on him. Do 600 and 622 damage to that guy. And now I'm up to 2200 for the game, and I'm still on 0 kills though. But I am acting as the scout, so hopefully I get a lot of spotting damage. So now I'm looking at the mini-map, evaluating the situation, and I see that none of their tanks are on the F line. So I'm going to try to do some quick pokes here, try to get them spotted. And then after I see that they're not really being spotted by me this close, I'm going to move up into the next bowl but that T-95 still can see me, and I want to make my approach whenever I'm completely invisible to the enemy team. That way they don't know I'm coming. First I see this Jagdpanzer, who's probably going to be a problem to my teammates pushing up on the 7 line. So what I'm going to do is go up there and try to get some shots on his side. There is that T-110E3 patrolling the middle though, so I don't really want to get shot by him and then have half health. But I see I disappeared, or that T-110E3 disappeared, so that probably means I did. And then I'm going to poke off over the corner, get a shot on the Jagdpanzer, and that's enough of that, because the T-92 is probably going to want to shoot me. But actually that brings up another point, because since our team is pushing over the 6 line, the Arty probably isn't focused on me. He's probably more focused on protecting himself and trying to shoot the guys at the 6 line. So now I'm going to move up that the T-110E3 got killed. He will no longer be able to shoot me in the side from this position. And now I'm going to start spotting and working on these guys that are camping in this D1 sector. Unfortunately, I shoot the spaced armor of the T-95 there. And now I see the T-57. So I'm going to go up and shoot him, because he's a much easier target than the 183. But I'm going to keep checking in case the 183 is looking at me. I'm up to 3,500 damage now, and I just heard the 183 fire. So I'm going to try to get the last shot on the T-57 Heavy. Nobby takes it. I'll kill the Tiger, and since the 183 just fired, he has a 24-second reload with the best stuff and food. So I'm going to run in, because I know he doesn't have a shell ready for me, and try to circle him and get him distracted. There we go. So now I'm going to run behind the T-95 because he can't circle and get back to me, and it looks like he's just going to give up and let me shoot his rear. That's always nice of the enemy. And before we loaded into this game, I forgot I had my skirmish setup on here, so I had all the premium stuff and 25 of each shell. So that was a little disappointing because I didn't want to waste 20,000 credits on repairing my tracks earlier. But I'm up to 2 kills and 5,200 damage now, and let's see if we can find this Borsig. Oh, there he is. I take some shots. Unfortunately, the first one goes into the dirt, and then the second one, nope, Nobby's gonna ram him instead. So let's take a look at the after battle reports. Alright, so we can see that I made 73,000 credits on that game, along with 1,100 XP. I got my first class medal. Unfortunately, it wasn't good enough for a mastery badge because those badges take a long time to get, and a lot of damage in the 140. But I did get tank sniper and high caliber. I remember that medal's name now. I also got Confederate because, let's face it, Nobby stole all of my kills in that game. And then I got the patrol duty medal because I spotted the enemy tanks and did about 5,000 spotting damage. And probably as you expected, me and Nobby finished on the top, me doing 5,200 damage and Nobby doing 3,500. Again, he stole all of my kills. I only got 2, but I did get 4,915 spotting damage. So that was a pretty awesome game. I've never really had a good scout experience on Prokhorovka, so this is really probably my first big scouting stuff on Proc. But anyways, if you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe. I'll see you next time.